Hello, beautiful people. We are just gonna dive right in today. I might have to adjust my camera here and there because I definitely almost dropped my monitor when I was moving it. Girl, so my camera was all messed up. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's good. All right. I think we don't have to skip around on days because we were on here yesterday. So. Hello everyone, this is Tom Nook. It is 1:14 p.m. this happy Friday, September 12th. As I mentioned yesterday, resident services is closed today due to construction. I realize this may be a bit of an inconvenience, but I promise the island will be better for it. You'll see. As you can imagine, I have my paws full today with the resident services construction. I'll be getting back to that now. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks, Tom Nook. Thank you, sir. So on this day of days, I think all we really have to do is find our money hole and see what's in Nook's Cranny. That way we can make sure we buy everything. I kept money in my pockets from yesterday to make sure we could shop a little bit. At least I'm pretty sure I did. Shit happens, if we don't, but I think I did. Okay, so let's open these gifties. Yeah, oh yeah, we got 42K. Hello! Hey there, I'm so excited that you're playing Animal Crossing New Horizons. Me too, I'm so excited. Welcome in, Jordan. Welcome in. How are you? Okay, we'll open all of this. We actually just started this past week, like this past Tuesday, too, so we're not very far, but simultaneously very far at the same time. We had somebody um gift us lots of money in here. So we definitely already have quite a few upgrades. Like we already have the upstairs of the house and everything. So I'm great. How are you? Also love your hair. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am doing wonderful. Doing wonderful. I got some I do still have some health stuff going on. I feel like that's always going on. But hopefully getting some answers this week. So I'm excited about that because it has to do with my tummy and it kind of sucks, man, as far as like not being able to eat a bunch of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Regardless of what the diagnostics procedures are, I am excited for them. I'm excited, I guess, for the answers. So I have to get up real early tomorrow to go get some imaging done, and that's the first thing we gotta do. So, but regardless, I am excited. Heck yeah, good luck. Health stuff can be nerve-wracking. Hopefully it's something easy and manageable. That is exactly what I am hoping. I am hoping it is a curable something or other and that I can maybe eat some like a normal person again because they've got me on the low FODMAP diet and I don't know if you've ever heard of that. But it's really restrictive on top of if you're trying to do like a GERD friendly like acid reflux. Oh, hold on. Acid reflux friendly diet. So, between the two, you you just can't hardly have anything, which is crazy. And it's wild too because the more I've cut stuff out, the more I can tell when I like accidentally eat something. Oh, she's sick. The more I can tell, like when I accidentally eat something or purposefully eat something like I did last night, I do get a little icky. Icky, icky. I have medicine. There you go. Take it. Take the medicine, Rocket. I maybe shouldn't have given her the medicine. Maybe she would have moved out then. She gave us a jacket that she is sweet. I don't like her, but she's sweet. I will say that. Crazy. I have something called IIH, and the only way to put it into a sort of remission is to lose weight. Keto worked for a bit, but it's hard to keep up with. I bet. So yeah, I kind of follow what keto does a little bit too because it's no sugar, and I can't have gluten or wheat specifically. But yeah, so I feel that. I feel that. Uh, my curiosity brain, I'm gonna look up what that is because I do medical coding, so I want to know what that is. Oh, okay. Yeah. I got you. Got you. That's crazy too that I mean, I guess as far as that being related to weight. I have noticed though, because I've lost weight with this pretty quickly. I have noticed that my blood pressure has gone down. So that's funny, but it's a rare condition and it acts like I have a brain tumor. Oh no, no cause or cure. Yeah, it's crazy because like I had to look it up because it is not something I have come across as far as like people having it. I think I've only come across it once, if I'm being honest. Like I remember like the name of it, but yeah, I'm not familiar with it. But that is wild and would very much suck. So I'm sorry that you have to go through that. It's crazy that there's so much too that like I don't know, so many people have so many things going on, I feel like nowadays. It's hard to even be comfortable in your own body anymore. For the most part, we want to sell. Also, I feel like too, as far as my stuff goes, it would be helpful if I grew up in a household where I may need to donate those. If I grew up in a household where we learned how to eat properly and like nutrition was taught a little bit better, but we were poor. So we ate all of the pasta, all of the convenient things, stuff you could just pop in the oven that like took less than 30 minutes. So, yeah, we weren't taught too well on nutrition. It was get what you get so that you don't starve. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration. We weren't, I mean, we were poor, but we weren't that poor. But thankfully, we know people are out there hurting, so totally get that. Healthy food should be more affordable. That part, I'm gonna underline and like bold that for everybody because same. The amount of money I've spent like $100 per week, literally just trying to get this right. And I feel like I still don't even have that much groceries when I come out of wherever I go. And like for me, Publix has the best produce and fruit is one of the things that I can really eat. So I've been getting a lot of fruit. But yeah, it's so expensive. I will say that keto helped me with acid reflux and heart rate. Okay, good. Which was pretty poggers. Heck yes. I agree. GERD can go away with weight change. It can be weight dependent. So I will say that the downside of what I've got going on is I have EOE, which is a type of like autoimmune esophagitis. So it kind of goes hand in hand with the GERD, and I don't know that mine would resolve with a weight change. I hope it does, and that from that point on, the EOE would only be like a flare every once in a while thing, like some autoimmune diseases are, where you just kind of have a flare up. So I'm hoping that that is the thing. So I've lost, I'm gonna say I'm probably close to have lost 25 pounds so far since the beginning of June. And I will say it's not been the greatest, like, oh, yay, I've lost weight. Woohoo. It's been kind of like, I don't know what to eat. So some days I'm starving a little bit, if I'm being honest, because I'm fumbling through it. I am so fumbling this. But my body feels better, though, as far as all the symptoms when it came to everything else, though. So 25 pounds, dude, you're doing so great. That is not easy. It is not. It is not at all. I agree. Sorry, I'm adjusting my volume here. It is not easy to stick to this, for one. Some days, especially yesterday, I was like, bro, I just definitely want to just throw in the towel and eat everything. I will say that yesterday we did go to Chili's, which is something we've done with me kind of being on this diet, and I know what I can eat there, but I wasn't like in the mood for a steak because that's one of the things I can have there. So I did get a burger, no cheese because I can't have cheese. I got a burger with pulled pork on top with barbecue sauce. I'm not supposed to have barbecue sauce, so that was a no. Um, I got loaded queso fries. Not supposed to have cheese, so that was a no. And it had jalapenos on it. Not supposed to have that, between it being a like kind of a pickled food and spicy. So I was feeling that. And those fries, that was the most cheese I had ever seen them put on a loaded queso fry in my life. Out of all the times I've gotten it. I guess not my whole life. I've not been getting queso fries at Chili's my entire life. But like the handful of times that I've gotten it there, it's been crazy. Chili's is the best. Haha, and loaded queso fries are a must. I agree. They are so good, bro. And I love jalapenos, and I can't do those anymore. So I realized too, y'all, that I fucked this up yesterday. Because we definitely need them two apart in between this part too. So we're gonna have to move these guys again, I think. All my hard work. But yeah, mostly what I can have there is steak. But I gotta ask to not put the garlic butter on it because I can't have garlic. I can do I think I can do their mashed potatoes, but I would be not surprised at all if there was something in the potatoes because they're instant that I'm not supposed to have. Um, and then I can do a limited amount of broccoli. So like the last time I did a side of broccoli, which is wild. You would think, hey, that's a green thing. You should probably be able to eat that. It's a vegetable. Only in limited amounts, apparently. I don't know why or wherefore art thou, but limited amounts, unfortunately. Which honestly is what I've ran into with a lot of things. It's gotta be limited amounts, which, yes, everything in moderation, but it is like one serving and probably should only do it once per week or once every few days. So. And I can't have oat milk anymore. I was doing that in lattes, like at home making my own lattes. Because I feel like oat milk is just better in a latte. It's like creamier, a little bit sweet. I like it, Picasso. But yeah, we struggling out here. I feel like we all struggling. Swap it. Let's see what we picked up that maybe we can. Coral. I always dump the coral. Oh, we're gonna bury the coral, actually. I didn't mean to bury that, but that was funny. Hey, hey, I'm a dog. Bark, bark. But yeah, so this is teaching me a lot, though. I will say that. Teaching me a lot about different foods in general. Technically, the low FODMAP is what people with IBS are supposed to be on to where um the least amount of things bother them. So, and which IBS is one of the potential diagnoses for me. We'll see. We shall see. I kind of hope not, because I feel like that's such a cop out diagnosis. I feel like they tell you you have IBS if you if they don't know what is going on. Like, well, we didn't really get a clear-cut diagnosis for something else, so it's IBS. Your bowels just hate things. Okay. Thanks. Thanks for that, sir. Okay. Yes, 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 and yes. Then we'll go put all this furniture we got too in our casa. Nope. I need to grab me a beverage. Get that. A beverage. Like, I can't even have coffee anymore. But you know what? Matcha. I can have matcha. Matcha's good. I make me some matcha lattes. I actually had two today. I want a beverage. Olivia, go get you a beverage, girl. I had to go to a few doctors and tests until we figured out what I had. It's such a process, and I would hate a cop-out diagnosis. I agree. And also, for something that rare, like what you got going on, that would be rough. That would be real rough. Trying to figure out what's going on. I've never had a matcha latte. I need to try that. I've always thought it sounded amazing. Listen, I love matcha. Some people don't like it, which is fine, I guess. Um, it's basically like ground green tea, and so I like to do mine with, I guess, I would prefer a little bit of oat milk, but I have to do almond milk now, and even then it's good. I have a sugar-free toasted marshmallow syrup. It's really like a super thin syrup, um, that I put in it. Hi, Space Baby. Thank you for the headpad. I appreciate it. Um, but I put that in there, put 3 pumps of that, 8 ounces of water with, oh, I didn't mean to do that, with my matcha, and then add milk to the desired color. So almost like a minty green. Tomorrow I will be as far away as I can from you. Dang. Wait, are you in Florida right now, Olivia? Um, hi, how are you? Good, Space. How is your day going today? How's it going? Okay, and then we'll sell that stuff. I still need to plant the other side of this place's freaking coconuts. Coconuts. We can have a coconut tree. No, I'm in California tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'll be going through LA. It's cool. I've actually never been to California. Um, that is kind of crazy. I do remember, I think at one point I got invited to a BTS concert in LA, but I didn't end up going. I didn't have the funds to do that at the time, so I skipped out. Skipped out. Good, good. Currently straightening my hair, and there's no one better to watch right now. Aww. I hope I wasn't a settle choice, man. No, I get you though. Um, that's awesome though. Actually, so I put a little bit of straightener curls in the top of mine today because I didn't wash my hair. So I was like, it looked a hot mess. So I was definitely like, I mean, I'd be here anyway. That's true. This is true. This is true. I always love having you. I'll take you every day. Okay, let's bury this. No, okay, we turned away. Bury it. Bury it. So are you doing anything exciting while you're straightening your hair or just straightening it? Your Midwestern body wouldn't handle it. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I've been acclimated to Florida for a while. So I could do it. Okay, I'm not gonna get anything, I don't think, from her. We gotta save some of our money. I keep spending all of the money, which is fine. That's what it's there for. Also listening to music, but also can't decide on what besides K-pop Demon Hunters. Oh, you've listened to it 3 times today? Listen, I am a super fan, and you probably already know what I'm gonna say, but Stray Kids came out with a new album recently. It's really good. At least I enjoy it. Some people didn't really enjoy it this with this comeback, this album, but I think it still sounds like Stray Kids and is really good, and I like it a lot. There's lots of good songs. Golden is my new ringtone. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love that song. Your Florida Peninsula body wouldn't handle all the salt water you tucked up would dry up. You right. It is a dry heat over there. That's for sure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Natural garden table. Sure, girl. Give it to me. Look, she's so cute. I'm glad we accidentally got her. You know what I'm saying? It was an accident, but she cute. She cute. Imagine your hair dryer everywhere. Yeah, no. I feel like I'd have a really hard time with my natural curlies, my skin, my eyeballs. Um, Actually, I had a wonderful time coming down here as far as that goes because it's, more humid here. There's more moisture in the air. It helps with my dry eye, funny enough. So I was cool with that. I was very cool with that. It actually, my hair too started to curl better here. So I think just the moist, we can't go back in. Oops. I think just the moisture in general in the air has been very helpful to me. My company's like main area, they are out of Arizona. So everybody talks about the dry heat a lot and how hot it gets. I couldn't, no, could not. Aw, thank you for subscribing, Jordan. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We hit our goal. Ay, hey. Aw, I finally had the moolah to sub. Well, I appreciate you subbing for me. Yay. Currently hair dryer and brush things, so won't hear everything. Oh, you're good, Space. You are good. Yes, and the hype in chat for Jordan. I hope you don't mind me calling you Jordan instead of Cupcake. I could call you Cupcake, though. Whichever you prefer. Oh, I fucked that up. Sorry. I fucked up my own hype. Hey. Woohoo! That's totally fine. I forget my username. Okay, cool. So if I were to be like Cupcake, you'd be like, who's she talking to? I was in the forest of Arizona this morning. It was 55. Um, got over here in the desert and it's 117. Ew. The temp more than doubled my whole shift. Yeah, that's gross. That would be tough too, as far as like driving that long of hours. So then, yeah, like you said, it was totally totally different temperature because you go everywhere. We're gonna get this bug. Yeah, a dung beetle, but they're so cute. They're so pretty. Okay, let's get our rocks too. I have kind of been just wandering around. Was this my coral? I think this is my coral. I do it smartly. Say no to Florida. I don't blame you. Coral. I don't blame you though, Olivia. For many reasons. Probably safety above all, honestly. Florida is not where it's at on a lot of things. I happen to find my little pond of like people in this weird ass area, but holy crap, bro. It's really, oh, she's probably in ads, and here I am talking to her. Here I am talking to her. Trying to get as much weeds too as possible so that there's not a bunch when we come back. You know what? I could also put my orchard up here. Oh, let's do that. Maybe we should work on that on this day while resident services is down. Ew. Okay. Nice. Fashion alarm clock. Okay. Let's go sell some things. Okay, let's plant actually our coconuts over here and get kind of our pockets empty to where we can cut down those trees and then we'll move our trees again. Dude, my parents are in Florida for Universal right now. My mom got appendicitis. No. Just had the surgery to remove the appendix yesterday. She's good, by the way. Just bad luck and timing. Oh, for sure, man. That's insane. I'm glad she's okay. Oddly enough, me and guys were thinking that, because there are different degrees of appendicitis. Obviously, hers was very bad to like have to have it removed. But because of how my pain is working and stuff, and the possibility of mine also being a gallbladder issue, but the pain kind of radiates down to the appendix. Me and Thighs were thinking, oh my goodness, what if I have to get my gallbladder and appendix removed at the same time? Because that is actually a very common thing to do, is if somebody gets their gallbladder removed, they'll take the appendix or vice versa, depending on what's going on. But yeah, whew. I'm glad she's okay though. That's insane. That's insane too to come down for Universal and then have to have surgery. That's crazy. Soup's crazy. Ouchies. I got both of those. Both of those are painful. My mom did have her full bladder removed in like 2009. Her gallbladder, I assume. Also, she's like 48. I feel like that's a late bloomer when it comes to appendicitis. You know what? My grandma, though, um, she had appendicitis at the end of her life in her 80s. No, her 90s. So, yeah, there's that. She was 90 something and she was like, you know what? I'm ready to go anyway, so don't even worry about it. She's like, we'll just see how it goes. I'm like, damn. Damn, Grandma, okay. 90s, what a trooper. Yeah, she very much was a trooper. She indeed was. I saw this guy. Come here. You're pretty. Look. Okay, let's go. Wait. We'll put stuff in our house first, and then we'll probably go to the museum, then sell things, and then grab some trees, potentially. Okay. Storage. 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 And then all of our stones. We'll sell some of our weeds. We've got way too many of those things. Way too many. I think, too, by this time tomorrow, I should kind of know if it's even anything to do with my appendix or gallbladder. So we shall see. We shall see. That'll also kind of tell us if I have any kind of obstruction to, which I kind of wondered about, but I straight up was in that doctor's office though, being like, going through all of the like differential diagnoses, and I'm like, listen, could it be this? Could it be this? Could it be this? Please don't send pics. Don't worry, I won't. I will spare you guys. I will spare y'all. Yes, museum. Museum first. Hi, Boomer. Hi there, Witch. I was going for a walk because I was all unpacked and figured, hey, I got feet. I ought to do stuff with them. Stop, that's cute. Besides, I hoped I'd see you if I walked around outside long enough, and I did. Thanks, feet. I got a welcome to the island thing for you, even though you already live here. It's not weird. A cave? What? Okay. I wonder, I wonder. Can that be sat down anywhere? Place. Huh. Interesting. I get to be the mean person in chat. No, you gotta be the mean person in chat. You can if you want. I would take it from you. Animal Crossing characters always have the cutest quips. They're so cute. And I kind of consider getting rid of Boomer. So we had some odd luck in my first three auto-filled because of some weird thing. Like I guess I didn't do my time travel right or whatever. So we got Marina, Blue Bear, and Boomer. And I was like, maybe I'll get rid of Boomer, but he's kind of cute. I don't know. He's growing on me a little bit. But I definitely want to get rid of Rocket. She was one of our automatic ones when we made the island. So she is gonna go bye-bye. I've had her before. Not a fan. Not a fan. Like, she's nice and everything, but she's not cute. She's not cute. Ooh. So we're gonna have some fossils to sell. Those usually go for pretty good money. Heck yes. Heck yes, it does. I'm fine, thanks. Bye. Jolly good. Jolly good. Okay. To the Nook's Cranny. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. Yes, buy my not important items in my pocket. Don't sell the tree. Got it. Gotta tell myself or it might accidentally happen. Thank you. Okay, let's collect some apples to be able to pick up some of the trees. I as well. Heck yeah, selling weeds was a thing. We're gonna maybe need quite a few. I think these stack to 10, so we'll get 9 of them since they fall off in threes. Or actually, let's do 2 stacks. So we'll do this one, and this one. And then let me check my money tree area first. Because I don't know, I might want to put my money trees with the fruit trees. So we'll drop this. And then we can chop this one down since we no longer, it's not going to give us more money. Get that one up, and then let's eat. I could have gotten more than that. Let's just go ahead and eat some. Chow time! See, I can't have apples either. Crazy. Oh, well, didn't mean to drop them. Oh, God. Oh, God, no! Okay. I didn't mean to do that. We don't want the apple tree. Plant the apple tree. Put that up and get the apples. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to eat the apples. Okay. So we're gonna eat these. I wish you could eat like a stack at once. That would be much more helpful. And I think 4 or 5 of these, I think, is what we need. So next class reunion, we need to eat apples and everything on your no. Gotcha. Sure. Sure. You do that. I don't know what I'll do because I can't even drink alcohol. I can't even drink. So I can't say, I'll just drink alcohol because that's what I was gonna say, but ain't no way. Can't even drink alcohol. I'll just bring some, gardening gummies. That's what I'll do, dang it. I'll just have a good time with some gardening gummies. Technically, I guess I'm not supposed to have those either because of the gummy part. I would make an exception. I feel like as small as they are, it's fine. Okay, let's do this row first. I don't drink either. I'll share some water with you. There we go. We'll just drink water the whole time. Because literally, pretty much can't have anything else besides water. It's a hard life out here for somebody with tummy issues. Sorry, little orchid mantis. You're pretty. Pretty orchid mantis. Okay, we're just gonna... Well, we're gonna miss as we chop. Choppity chop chop, choppity chop chop, choppity chop chop. And miss again. Also, once these do get like well established, we can always move them around, but they gotta have room to grow. Do we even have a reunion next year? I am not sure. How many years would that be? Yeah, so I think we voted on to have a 15. So I guess if the powers that be decide to like put it together, and maybe I guess if we have the money, it's supposed to be every 10, but I think at the last one, towards the end of it, I don't know if you had left yet or not. I think we voted to have a 15 because everybody had a good time. So I'm not so super sure if they'll end up doing it or not. I don't know that I'll be able to go back or not for it. I might. Excuse me. I, of course, messed up more friendships that I had had from our class, though, so I don't know that I want to go. I don't know that I want to go anymore. Oh no, you're coming? I don't know. I don't know, man. I've messed up so much. I need your yearbook. Oh yeah, you did use my yearbook. I have all of them. They're actually with me here. Um, but yeah, I have since that reunion, the last one, messed up quite a bit of things with people. I guess not yeah, messed up. I'll say messed up. It wasn't just my fault in it, but it would make things kind of awkward. Like really awkward. I wore a dress to the reunion. I need to topic. Hey, topic. I can't talk. Top it. Heck yeah. Get whatever, girl. I gotta I gotta decide if I want to go. I feel like out of our class, I don't want to just name drop a bunch of people. I don't want to dox people, but you know what? We're gonna say it. I talked to you. I talked to Abby. Um, and then I'm chill with like a handful of other people, but that's about it. Conservative town too, so it'll be fun. I agree. I agree. It's crazy. Back home is insane. And I left for a lot of reasons, but one being the such conservative nature of the area between the two counties. I almost doxed us even more, but between our home county and a couple of the adjacent home counties, um, yeah, it just wasn't it for me. It was too much. People be crazy in how they think, and I just can't. I would go to work in the adjacent county, and because I used to do hair, and everybody would assume that you just think how they think when they sit in your chair, and it just never was the case for me. And so I felt so weird and out of place so often. So I get you. While I might have felt weird and out of place for other reasons, I get you. Still in that rainbow category, but yeah, I get you. It is insane, and I just can't. Nah. That's why I'm still kind of iffy about going. I talked to one of the guys in our class who had recently gotten married, and I was just recently being within the last few years. I don't know what year. I'm not keeping track or anything, but it was somebody that I used to sit by in my art class. I don't know if you were in my like that art class, but we used to have a good time just laughing and stuff. So I just reached out and I said, "Congratulations on your marriage," and his wife is stunning. So I was like good job. But we were talking about how we probably wouldn't go just because of everybody back there. So I don't know. Yeah, how dare you not believe what they tell you to believe? Exactly. Well, I'll take you out to eat. We can have water and ice chips. Yes. That is my favorite meal nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Such a good meal, bro. Such a good meal. Love it. Okay, we don't want this on the thing, but I think right there. And then we're gonna go one, two. Is that two? I don't know if that's two. Yeah, it is. Okay. Two apart looks so far apart. That's insane. Uh, yeah. 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 Well, I'll expose myself a little bit on here to you, Olivia, of kind of what happened, but the people that I was with at the last reunion and kind of hanging out with, one of them, I ended up in a relationship with her and her husband. And that did not turn out well. It did not end up well. So, I was in a polyamorous relationship going on there, and that life is not for me. Anybody that can do it, I definitely, whatever floats your boat, if you can do it, more the merrier kind of thing. But yeah. Well, that's perfectly looking to date you. Thank you. I just meant as far as like going back and like seeing those people was what I meant. That's funny. I couldn't. I would get so jealous. I know, Jordan. I know. And that funny enough wasn't the problem in the relationship. I really don't know what it was, if I'm being honest, because by the time it was done, I felt so, not that they necessarily did this, so I'm gonna put that out there if they ever see this one day or whatever. Um, but by the end of it, I was so whiplashed with like it felt like I was love bombed. I don't know that that necessarily was for sure the case kind of thing, but I got such whiplash from both of them that when it was all said and done, they were just like, can't do this anymore. You need somebody who can love you the way you deserve to be loved, which was sweet, I guess, but like after that I was like, nah, nah. I can't listen to anything that comes out of your mouth at this point because at this point you two have talked and talked about everything and only one of you sat me down to talk about it. That makes me think like bad things like went on with how you spoke about me. So I was like, no. And then it even was solidified by the fact that I went up to the um, husband in the situation and afterwards and I said, "Are you even going to say anything to me?" Because he wasn't saying anything. And he said, "What is there to say? We're better off as friends." In the most like heartless tone, facial expression, and I was like, no, I'm done. I love you and I would remember your B-day every year, but could you imagine we'd have to get married on that? Yeah, everything would have to go on that day. On that day, everything. Everything. That's so funny though. Like they were using you. It kind of felt like that. It felt like people who had gotten married young, who had maybe regretted some of their decisions. Not that they regretted getting married or anything, but they got married so young that they didn't experience everything that they wanted to experience. And so, with that being said, both of them were like, yeah, we want other people. to like be available to us, and then I was kind of there. And I was previously mentioned in conversations where it was just them two, but was this someone who you went to the reunion with in their car? It was. It was indeed. It was indeed. So, yep. Crazy shiz, man. Crazy shiz. But that took a while to get over. That one was bad. Neat. I'm caught up. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. That one was a bad one to try to get over and whatnot. And there are still other thoughts that I have about it. I will keep those to myself, but what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? Okay. One more set of fruit trees. Dang, you guys got all the tea today. Time to message you on Facebook and get tea spill. I mean, that was the tea, man. That was pretty much the tea. If you need clarification, you can definitely message me. But no, that was the tea. That was the tea. Mental health slipped after that, and then I moved to Florida. Even my mom didn't know what to do with me. She was like, you should probably move in with your sister. And I'm like, okay. I put one and one together and got three. Don't worry. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, because that's about how it went. I'm telling you what. One and one together, and then somehow it made three, and here we are today. Okay. Oh, we're getting there, folks. Not to spill my life on everybody, but like, I feel like that's good entertainment too. It's not drama I necessarily experience anymore. And if you don't have drama in your own life, there you get some tea. Have some tea with your tea. Wait. Oh, now I can't see very well. Dang it. Considering she has one eye closed. Y'all. Plant you. Okay, and then I gotta figure out, do I want the money trees beside or in front of? I think I want them in front of. I was entertained. It's cool to see what experiences other people have. I agree. I agree. I feel like also it explains somewhat of me and what I've gone through in life to like, I don't know. I feel like I've gone through a lot and in different areas that it is kind of cool to see, and then you kind of know why I am how I am for some things, and yeah. So I agree. Hell, I would have talked to you. My date there broke up with me after the reunion. Aw, used me for a free trip, basically. That's rough. I hate that. I'm sorry. That is very rough. They acted like they didn't really want to be there to begin with. So it seemed like, yeah. But retroactively thinking, I mean, you don't think about that stuff in the time. Like, with my whole situation, even, like, there were signs of things that maybe we shouldn't have went through with all of that sort of stuff. But yeah. Ugh, people suck. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay, this is all cleaned up. We need to find our money rock, and then I think we're golden for the day. Gonna be golden. But you know what? Somewhat that experience kind of like catapulted me into my series of healing and like trying to get a handle on myself. So, in some ways, I'm thankful for it, I guess. I learned a lot of what I didn't want in life, that's for sure. So, yeah. And then after that, I kind of fell into, not fell into, but well, yeah, I kind of fell into looking at what is called specific person manifestation. So whether you actually have a specific person in mind or it's just like the idea of like what you want out of any person. It could be a person that you know, a person that you don't know that is gonna maybe come into your life in the future. So I kind of fell down that rabbit hole of specific person manifestation. But the fact that I fell down that rabbit hole in the basis of that being um to like look more at yourself for anything to work out for you, like was a whole thing. It was like the best healing. I killed the rock. I didn't want to kill the rock. It's 'cause I ate an apple, isn't it? It was. Oh no. Oh well. At least that wasn't the money rock. But anyway, yeah. So that kind of like flung me into a lot of even how I think about myself nowadays. So I'm also thankful for that. And I am thankful for TikTok, um, like tarot readers and manifestation coaches, all the Delulu you could feed me. I take it because you know what? I would rather be Delulu and like happy and trying to fix myself because of the Delulu than dependent on anybody else. And that's where we are today. That was like a little previously on the life of Brooke. Crazy, crazy stuff. Well, next one I'll take you. Can we make them jealous? You know, while it's a good idea in theory, I don't want to do anything like that solely because of, again, with the whole like doing specific person manifestation and looking at your like self concept and that kind of thing. I don't want to spend more time on it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to, like, I know I've just sat here and talked about it for the last however many minutes. That's fine. I feel like telling people about it and kind of getting everybody caught up on what's been happening here, is one thing, but to kind of dwell on it and like do stuff like that, I don't know that I'm down for that. Don't know that I'm down for that. I think what I can do and the best thing for me moving forward with it is to just, because I don't feel like too they would be the type to feel any type of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe somewhat of a regret, um, if I'm being honest. Throughout my whole life, I very much believe in manifestation. And throughout my whole life, I have always said whenever a guy has like messed with me or whatever, because primarily it's been men in the past, although I am bisexual now, um, or have been for like ever. I say now, but I have been for like ever. But I've primarily dated men. And every time one of them has like fucked with me real bad or whatever and like hurt me, I'm always like, you know what? One day, if not already, they will regret the choices that they made and how they treated me. And it's literally come to pass that every single one of them that treated me horribly, that like really got to me enough for me to think that those thoughts, they have always come to me with an apology years later saying, I just hate how I treated you. I'm so sorry. And not always is it like some kind of ploy to like get me back, but and actually majority of them haven't been. One has been, um, I know that, but it also came up later that they had said it to somebody else to like it to kind of get to me, I guess, on the back end. I don't know. But yeah, mood. Yes, mood. We make men regret their choices in life. That is what I live for. I love it. I love it. Okay, we're gonna make another shovel here. Let's craft. But I will say in life, I feel like everything you want, you definitely have to be careful what you wish for because everything you want, I feel like ends up happening. It might not end up happening how you like envisioned it happening, so be careful with your words and what you put out to the universe. Olivia, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. And it's good to see you here today. I feel like we hadn't really talked in a while. I know you kind of crept in a few times, but thank you. Since I put you in memory lane. Yeah. Not all bad though. Not all bad. Me and Thighs, Shayna, for Olivia, if you don't know her streamer name and game tag name, but we kind of went down memory lane yesterday, so it's weird that all this is coming up kind of simultaneously, I guess, but we kind of went through memory lane last year and kind of had some of the similar talks about like back home and how we kind of felt like the oddballs and like we even talked about how we felt that like me and her were really close, but we never felt like anybody back home we were like close with, if that makes sense. Oh, also we gotta give hype for Olivia too. Forgot about that. We gotta give hype. Hype's in the chat for Olivia. Nice, Jordan. Haven't talked to Shayna in a while. She's been streaming on her own too. She's been doing some Genshin Impact, which we have done a couple times too, and I do want to get back into doing that. I just thought Animal Crossing was a little bit more chill since I've not figured Genshin out fully. So I had taken a couple weeks off for health and kind of this in between limbo stages where we are at. I need to buy medicine from these guys. That's why we're in here. No medicine. Yes, we will buy it in bulk. Thank you. No, I'm good. Thanks, guys. Timmy and Tommy. Bye. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, we were talking about how we didn't really feel too close with pretty much anybody else. We always kind of felt like oddballs, even when we were with like our group of quote unquote friends, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, that was majority of our talk and about stuff back home and that kind of thing. But yeah, I've been in memory lane like all week, I feel like. I feel like that usually means something big is about to happen. I don't know if anybody else thinks that way, but I feel like when you're kind of reminiscing or grieving could be a process too. I mean, for me it's been reminiscing. I haven't really grieved anything about it, that's for sure. Um Not lately, you know. I might have in the past for sure. But yeah, kind of reminiscing. I feel like good things are to come. We are gonna sell some of this too, but we're gonna go ahead and skip a day. Well, you have more friends than me. I was psycho. Listen, do I wish that I let myself be a little more of just me though back in the day? Yeah, because holy crap, I'm not friends with majority of those people now. There's out of that group that I kind of hung around, one no okay. Well, I said Abby, but we haven't really talked much since I've been down here. Other than that, there was one that reached out to me when I wasn't doing so hot before I came down here. Um, and that's it. And Shayna. That's it, man. They, I hate that about high school is like there's so many bullies and stuff, and even though people might not have seen it with me specifically all the way, I got bullied some too, and I know it wasn't near as much as some people got bullied, and I'm thankful for that, and I feel bad for other people who did get bullied more because I hate that. I wish I would have stuck up for people that got bullied more. That is one thing, 100%. Uh, because fuck all those guys. Fuck all those guys. The guys in our class were so mean, unnecessarily mean. Well, a majority is still there, and a majority wants you back in your box. Exactly. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. So, yeah. I wish I would have stuck up for people more. That would be the biggest thing about high school that I feel like I would want to change. Stuck up for people more, and just kind of relax and been myself a little bit more, not let things that people said get to me as much. So I was definitely, I feel like a neutral party of like, you get split up into all these categories in school, the popular kids and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like I was like a neutral party. So a lot of people were flighty with me. So they would act friendly and like we were friends, but then they would go hang out with the popular kids and talk shit behind your back. Like I was in that category. Well, people just either shit talk behind my back or call me fat to my face when I wasn't even fat in high school. I got big my junior year because I believed them calling me fat, but before that, I wasn't even fat. Y'all can suck it. Those guys were just ugh, ugh. And it was the guys and girls. We had mean girls and mean guys. I hated it. Oh, Tom Nook, I don't want to hear your shit either. We got our new resident services building though. Hey, hey. And Annabelle, we get Annabelle or Isabel. Well, I didn't mean Annabelle. I'm sorry, Annabelle. Don't come to me. Isabel. Annabelle, like the doll. Well, this what it look like. I don't know if we can terraform before we get more houses. I had cystic acne in high school, and this one guy would laugh out loud and make fun of me at lunch. Oh, from a few tables older. Guys suck. They really do. The guys in our class had nicknames for each other that literally they were like, oh, we're just joking around, but they were mean. They were mean nicknames. Like one of them was they called this guy Flounder because when he was little had a seizure in the bathtub. So they called him Flounder. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would make fun of people for medical things, non-medical things. They'd make shit up if something like weird accident happened to you. Like, yeah, that's beyond mean. They were. And every single one of those guys had a nickname. It's insane. The way I saw it was they would collect stuff about you and then magnify it. Yes, I agree. I remember I told one person in the class ahead of us that I wished I was a girl, and then she tried to start summers based off of that. Oh, rumors based off of that. Yes. Yes. And then because we were such a conservative town, you couldn't feel like you could actually like lean into that, because ideally what would happen, right, is you would be like, I really wish that I was a girl, like, and like have no, you're good. Rumors, I got you. um and then maybe have a heart to heart with this person and then own it after that, but you couldn't even own it after that because everybody was so mean that they would turn it into something and ridicule everybody. Oh, it's insane. I can't. I can't with them. Which is part of why I'm like, I don't want to go to the reunion. They all suck. Most teachers wouldn't do shit about bullying either. No, they wouldn't. I had a guy make a nasty, nasty sexual comment to me during class that genuinely scared me. Teacher said nothing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I hate that. That's disturbing. That's beyond disturbing, especially when, yeah, yeah, that's beyond disturbing. I can't. High school is so stupid. I agree. I'm glad it is over. I'm glad it is over. Because more than half the shit doesn't even matter anymore. Like I said, I had people drop me like it was hot. You know what I'm saying? Um, I actually had a friend growing up through even elementary. Um, she wrote me a letter about how horrible of a friend that I was. Told me that I acted like I was her mom or something because I gave her advice and told her, and that's something I felt like I did for my friends, that if I saw them being treated bad too, I'd be like, yeah, you probably shouldn't hang out with so and so, whatever. And she thought that was me momming her when I was trying to give her advice. And yeah, I was still friends with her after that too. It wasn't until we went through college that there was her and this other girl like met up together. And I'm sure one had influenced the other. And then I got some nasty text messages the next day and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore, actually. Have a nice life. Bye. Art teacher refuses to talk to me because I came out. Yeah, you know what though? Look at the art teacher. Oh, so okay. An adjacent county hired that art teacher as a principal later on, right? Um, I was talking with one of the moms of one of the students of that area, and they were talking about how great of a guy he was and blah 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 and this and that, and I was like, well, he married his student, right? She was like, what? That was his student? And I was like, yeah, yeah. Like, I mean, they didn't date when the girl was in high school or anything, but like, he ended up marrying a student. That's kind of weird in my book. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, all that fuss and none of it matters. Exactly. Exactly. I talked to like two people and went to high school with, and that's it. All the drama never mattered in the end. I agree. Did we already? Yeah, we missed a day, I think, of our big ones. Olivia, that's fucking awful. Teachers should be leading by example. Yes. But crazy thing though, in that area, They definitely did not accept anybody of the LGBTQ plus community, for one. Is that why he retired? Maybe. Did I start something? Did he retire from the adjacent county? That's crazy. I might have started something. This was definitely when I was still doing hair, so 2021-ish. I don't know when he retired, but maybe I started something. I kind of hope so, man. A few years ago, so maybe, maybe. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. No, this one. Okay. I don't know. I feel like too. I mean, you know how he was. He was pretty like religious and stuff like that. And to put, which we had a few of them that put religion into the classroom. And I don't think he ever necessarily brought it amongst the masses into the classroom, but like it was there. And I think a lot of the teachers back home heavily leaned on that, like our English teacher who prayed in class. It's fine. Uh, but yeah, I got nothing against people that are religious, but please don't push that on other people and what you think your beliefs are like righteous above other people and how they live life. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, what is happening here? I just suck at selecting what I want. That's what's happening. That is what is happening. And that sucks too, on the other note, is that like that's somebody that you trusted to talk to. So I was in college and they came over to my apartment when I attended school, and my neighbors were lesbian, but they were so nice and so helpful for a broke college student. And he was like, you know, they're going to hell, right? And I was like, yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, that would have I at this point too, I don't even know what to say to some of those people. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? You know? Prayed in class, be for real, lady. She did. She did. Um, sad thing was too, on a couple of occasions, and maybe when she did every time, I'm not super sure. She asked prior if she could. So she did get like consent of the students, but what student is going to tell their teacher no to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, they'd probably be too afraid to speak out because, just like Olivia said, they're probably going to tell you that you're going to hell if you don't. Like, what? It's freaking insane. Ooh, that's a good sale. We gonna buy this. Excuse me. I got told, so I've been baptized before, but I got told when, like right before I got baptized, preacher came over and told me that if I sinned after I got baptized, that I was going to hell. Man, drew a picture and everything with stick figures and like a cliff of me falling into fire. It was great. I was like 11. Also, what 11-year-old can actually make the choice of, yes, I want to be baptized into this religion that seems more like a cult at times? Like, what? Crazy. Yes, I want to buy a traffic cone. Thank you for the traffic cone. I was the talk of the town after, so it was in college, I believe. Yes, it was in college because I was going to one of the churches. Um, Do I have the green one? Green Delicate Blooms Wall. I have to check which ones I have. I do have this. I don't have this. I don't have these last three. We're gonna get these last three tiles. And please, everyone, don't think we were in the worst high school and everything. We did have decent teachers. We did. There were quite a few. Elementary pre-teacher I still talk to, and she's all right. Yes, I have one from high school that I even did her hair a couple times when I did hair. And I feel like she's still pretty cool. Like, she's religious, but I don't think she ever pushed anything on anybody. Oh, yeah, of course, there's bad and good people everywhere, for sure. I agree. Ugh. Also, I'm not, like, anti-religion or anything. I just don't believe in that. And it's fine if somebody does. I have, like, I even talked to one of my cousins, went to like a women's retreat that was religion based over the past week, and she called me and talked to me about her time there, and like I enjoyed like talking with her. Like I'm so glad that you had a good time. I think at first when she really started getting religious, I was a little bit like, bro, you were trying to push it on me a bit, so back up. But after that, after we had that conversation, she wasn't like that after. And we were good. So we can now have conversations of like me being more on the spiritual side of things and her being more maybe on the religious side of things and still have pretty good conversations. So I'm thankful for that too. Science teacher, she's still a friend of the family. Oh, yeah, I love her. Me and Thighs talk about her sometimes. Oh, well, drop it. Okay. Let's go put some stuff in her house. Old Spanish teacher for me. That was who, because I mean, I went with her to another country and stuff, and so kind of going through all that, and then there were other things as I got older, and she would still talk to me about certain things. And I haven't talked to her in a hot minute, but I still very much like her. I don't think she was ever pushy as far as religion goes. Cone. We'll put that up too. Look, Miles. Put in storage. Okay, so let's move this. Actually, we'll go pretty much right to resident services because I need to put some of this money away. And we need to talk to. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get her name mixed up. It's Isabel, but I so badly want to keep calling her Annabelle. We gotta make sure to buy something from Mabel all the time too, so that she comes. Is Rocket dancing with the flowers over there? That's crazy. Oh, purple sweatshirt. You are killing it. I kind of like those rain boots too. Okay, purple sweatshirt. Old Spanish teacher sent me to the office because I said Lindsay Lohan was a good teacher. She stopped and said, but she kissed a girl and liked it. Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe no wonder I haven't talked to her in a minute because the last conversation her and I had was about my sexuality. She was nice to my face. I don't know if she had changed since high school, like since we were in high school or not, but she was nice about it to my face. Maybe she shit talked after. It's possible. That's wild though that she said that. That she was a good actress. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Also, did Lindsay Lohan kiss a girl in something? I mean, if she did, it's. Let me see it. No. Seriously, though, Lindsay Lohan has like the glow up. Can we just say, oh my God, she is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Broadly speaking, I'll take care of anything related to homes or other construction, and Isabel will do general island matters. Sit at the appropriate counters and introduce new services. Okay, cool. We got it, Mr. Tom Nook. Maybe Spanish teacher was mad about some confessed feelings when she saw Lindsay. Maybe confused. I don't know why I said confessed. Confused feelings, maybe repressing something. Yes, possibly. Old art teacher retired in 2002. They came back in 2003 mid-year because that school district had an issue with their superintendent and both principals. Oh, okay. Huh. Because the 2002, I mean, that was after I told that lady that he married his student, but whoopsie. Whoopsie poopsie. Dang, that remodel's expensive. I want to talk about bridges and stuff though, bro. Let's get these bridges made. Or give me the ability to, yeah, buildings, or bridges and inclines, or just ramps and stairs. Move existing buildings. Did he want my help? You wanted my help? We've got a fine building for resident services, and now you've no doubt admired the plaza. It's primed and ready for major events, if I have anything to say about it. To think that we started with a deserted island and have grown into a bustling community. I want to do something grand to celebrate. Oh, yes, I have big plans. Got your attention, huh? Our goal is to have the incredibly. Oh, this is about KK Slider. I am his biggest fan. Okay. Goal is to hold his concert, which is fun. Okay, cool. It was word with the students because he would take me home, and on the way home, he would call his then girlfriend, talk to her on speaker, then try to get me to joke flirt. I was jailbait back then. What? That's ick. That's ick. Okay, let alone the fact that he flirted outright with a lot of the female students when he helped them with their art. Whoopsie. Whoopsie poopsie. Let's talk infrastructure. I feel you. There are things that I found out later on in life. Crazy. Crazy. Or things you like realize later on in life too. Because back then too, we didn't think about that. About bridges and inclines. Can I terraform yet though? Okay. Can I check? I want to check the little machine first, see if we can get terraforming. I'm good. Thank you. We'll come back. Sorry, Tom Nook. Okay. I didn't know about middle school history teacher until after graduation. That was fun. Middle school history teacher. I don't know that I know that one. You might have to message me on Facebook. Okay. I knew about high school history teacher and high school old, not the old like age-wise science teacher, but the previous. Her daughter was in our class. Middle school history teacher. And her daughter was in our class? Girl. I don't remember. My brain is throwing blanks up in here. For real. Honestly, too, if you message me and tell me, I will probably be like, "Oh, yeah, how could I forget about that?" Um, body paint, spiky fence. Okay. I think we're gonna do ultimate pocket stuffing. That means we get to shove more in our pockets. So we do have to do some bridges and inclines before we're able to do terraforming. What? Okay, can we do anything else as far as our Nook Miles? Redeem Nook Miles. Um, Probably, wait, custom design pro editor, custom design patterns. Probably one of those, yeah. Or both. We can do both of those. Sent it to you? Let me look. That way we're on the same. Oh, stop. Yes. Okay, yes. I was trying to think of who our history teacher was in middle school. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, ma'am. Crazy. Crazy. That was a huge one. I can't believe I drew such a blank on that too. I just couldn't remember who our history teacher was, I think. Maybe because of the scandal. Up and ran away. Yay! Okay. We can get more things. Let's just keep going. Redeem Nook Miles. Custom Pro Editor. Redeem. Yeah, I'm tired today. Woo! Hail to the yeah. Okay, let's see what else we can get. There should be a few more things. One or two things, maybe. We got almost 2,000. We can do the stylish hairstyles. Yeah, let's do the stylish hairstyles. Redeem. Hey, have you heard of the game Fields of Mysteria? It's basically Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing combined. I'm addicted. I have actually heard of that game. I haven't seen much gameplay and kind of what it's about, but I have definitely heard about it. At some point I should probably take a look at some of these games too. Um, I remember yearbook teacher making us talk about students who passed away a few weeks before so we could talk about how to do memorials. Aw, yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's wild that we had two as well, uh, that we had memorials for, but yeah. Especially in a class so small, like 60 people. So crazy. Um, but Jordan, I was gonna say, let me recall what I was gonna say. Um, oh, 63 people. Yeah. I was like, it was about 60. I want to try to get the Hello Kitty game. I want to play the Hello Kitty game at some point. It looks so fun. Do I have this hand cart? I don't know that I do. Yeah, I wasn't too fond of the um yearbook teacher. I wasn't too fond of that one. Uh the windiest graduation ever too, for sure. The fact that we had a was it, I don't know if it was a warning or a watch, but there was a tornado in the area. We just had to make it quick. Oh no, 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 no. We are not buying that. So sorry. So sorry. I'm gonna shove some money in here. It's in early access, but there's a good amount of content out. It's so cute, very fantasy filled and whimsical. And you can date a bunch of different people at once. Heck yeah, no repercussions. A deposit. We want to, I'm gonna put we'll put 60 in. Okay. There was a tornado in Joplin that day too. Average, Missouri. Oh yeah. Tornadoes everywhere. I really should look into that game though, because no dating everybody repercussions. Heck yes. We're gonna work on next week the Stardew Valley farm, my Vegas farm. Um we will be working on that next week at some point. I don't know if we're gonna do just the weekend, because I won't be on next, or this coming Thursday. That's my procedure date. So we'll do Animal Crossing Tuesday, and then we might do Stardew on the weekend. I've been working on Minecraft. I know I have my own server. Yay! I love Minecraft too. I eventually want to do my own little Minecraft world on here as well. You always play my fave games. Yay! I love that. I love that. I try, man. I try. Let's build a bridge. I want to kind of build. Jeez, these are so expensive. To be honest, though, I think I like these flat bridges the best. So we're gonna go with that. Can't remember how much that said it was, but we might be able to pay that off like immediately. Urgh. So yeah, we've got Stardew out there kind of in the nether that we're working on. We've got Animal Crossing now. We've got Genshin Impact. We have got, I think those are the three that are like in the air of like we've kind of been simultaneously working on all those. Okay, we are gonna put, where are we gonna put this? There's not really a good place to put this. Maybe here? Yeah, let's do here and we'll cut down that tree. I do eventually too want to do Crash Bandicoots. All three of them. That will be once we kind of get dwindled down to like in between some of these games. For sure. Okay, let's see if this will go here. Well, I need to be closer. So sorry. To place a bridge, you need the river to be just the right width. And the land on either side should be even. Ew. So I have to put it back here? Stop it. Oh my god. I can't even do this. I mean, I guess, but I don't like it there. There's too many curves on this. Go all 90s. Heck yeah, I did Croc. I don't know if you remember that game. I did Croc. We did, um, sorry, my brain hasn't had enough fuel today. What was what else? Oh my God. Banjo-Kazooie. That's what it was. There's no river near you on the riverbank. Exactly. Yeah. No, I just have to be right, like, in the river, basically, I think. Pretty much. I found a great spot. It's the most terrible spot ever. Okay, island residents won't contribute because they're cheap. Okay, how much? Wait, whoa. Attacked him. That's crazy. Sorry, guy. 168. Let's go get that from our money bank. Oh, that is a terrible spot, bro. Somebody was thinking. I saw a thought bubble. Or was it a butterfly? Thought bubble or butterfly? Let's play a game. Okay. Ignore them. 168K. That's what we're looking for. No, not deposit. Withdraw. We got 36. Let's just do 168. That way we keep what was in our pockets. Hello. Okay. So we have enough for probably another either ramp or bridge if we were. Which I hate to spend that money because, like, I really need a terraform before I commit to all this. Okay, I know. Can you take my money? First time I've ever told anybody that. As much as possible. Donate. Thanks, sir. Okay, did we buy everything from Nook's Cranny yet? Because I don't remember. Hey, Tigo. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. How are you today? You can tell me that. I wish somebody would tell me that. That is what we are aiming for in life, bro. That is what we are aiming for. Assess fossils. We'll assess these guys. Magnificent. Here, take the $7 that I gave you. Listen, tell me to take more. I need more. Oh, no, don't tell me about it. Dang it. Well, my bad. My bad. No, nothing else. Thank you. Sorry, Blathers. Okay. It's warm in here. The first time I've... You know what, though? I have, like, long pants on. That's probably why. I always wear a hoodie, but I got my long pants on. Okay, we got 30 fossils assessed. Okay, wait, let's clear this motif. Next, next. Okay, we got that, but we can't lay any pans. Okay, let's go in here and check and see what I've done. Because I'm not sure. Okay, yes, I did. Okay, so now we can go ahead and skip ahead. And our bridge will be done. I just keep picking up all of these. Anyway, thank you for the hydrate, ATGO. I will definitely take that. I've been rambling this whole time. Have I have matcha today? Listen, I had two matchas already. I had them. I had them earlier today. One right when I got up, and then I had to make another one at like 2 something. Get a little bit of caffeine. It doesn't have, I feel like, as much caffeine as coffee, but there you go. Hey, at least you weren't me 2 weeks ago. I was driving through Arizona and my AC broke. Dang. And I had to sit for 2 days. Oh no. Oh no. That is not okay. That's insane, bro. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Okay, we're skipping ahead a day. Time travel. We just got done watching some football. Ayo. So, funny story that you mentioned football, actually. Earlier, Thies and I, we were having a conversation, and there was a commercial that came on, and it was LeBron James and Kevin Hart in the commercial. And I go, man, that man is so tiny. And she goes, oh yeah, LeBron. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is. Just fucking around. And I was like, man, I'm surprised he can even play basketball. And she goes, yeah, he's the shortstop. And I go, what? Because I get what she was trying to do, but totally wrong sport. But then she made it worse. She goes, oh wait, that's football, isn't it? Died laughing. I was like, oh honey, no, no. I said, that's baseball. I died though. It was so funny. And she was so serious about it, which I like. Again, I get what she was doing, and it would have been funny had she, um, maybe even just got the sport right the first time. Like, it would have been a serious funny, but then it was even funnier because she just messed it up completely. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. It reminded me of Mario. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Someday we'll play Mario too. Eventually. Um, Hi, Isabel, and not Annabelle. Shooting stars! Blessed lit by the glow of a sky bursting with shooting stars, what a magical sight it will be. If any of you have time tonight, get yourselves outside and look up. That's all for now. Hey. So we might have to skip ahead to nighttime so we can get some of the stars. Play Sonic too. I love Sonic. Man, I love it. Might as well do the 80s. Heck yes. We'll do every decade. All the decades. I need to unfavorite these messages in here too. Unfavorite. Unfavorite. Nice. Okay. Beautimus. We need to definitely empty our pockets. Are we broke now? We are almost broke. We did another, um, let me go back. We did another bridge, which by the way is in the worst spot ever, but this was like the only place I could put it. Um, and that was 168K. So now we're down to like, I think 170K is all we have left. But we do have, yeah, ouch. Yeah, yeah. We do have, might as well play Pong. Do you mean Peng? Was it that computer game that like with the monkeys that shot up in the air, the bubbles, and then they would get smaller? That game? Your house is cute. Oh, thank you. I haven't done much to it, but we did get an upstairs, which I could probably go ahead and put some stuff down. And see, this will be our bedroom. Let me put this stuff in storage and we'll kind of look at some stuff for up here. Oh, no, we want to sell that guy. Storage, 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 storage. Pong, like the game with the two sticks and the ball going in between. I like that game though too. I like that game though too. But do you remember playing Peng? Does anyone remember that game? It was on some random website and they had these monkeys that would shoot up and there was like a little laser and they'd hit the bubbles and they would make smaller bubbles and then you'd have to go across the thing. Someday we'll play it in here. Okay, we'll do that. This. We'll put our drying rack up here for now. This. Oh, this is that cave. That's a big ass cave. Okay, we'll put okay, hang on. I need to adjust. Let's store this. Sounds familiar. It was so fun. We played it in elementary school, honestly. I'm pretty sure. But you could play either by yourself or you could have another person with you. It was a lot of fun. Someday I might come in here and see if I can get that to come up on something that we can play. We'll put this here. We'll put a teddy right here. Okay. And then, wow, another middle school memory after lunch going to the history room and playing computer games like RuneScape. Also thought about streaming RuneScape. I have a RuneScape account that I played on a few years back. I wouldn't mind maybe trying to start a new one and trying to go about that, but it honestly is still a lot of fun. Um, so I wouldn't mind trying to do all that. Heck yeah. Okay, we can put the guitar in here. We can put the Go board in here. Actually, we might put that down in the main area. Accessories. Okay, I don't have a lot of. Could the diffuser maybe go on the. Well, we got another teddy bear. Okay, so let's see. Uh, you got to do the old school one though. That's the one I've got. That's the one I've got. Old school. Old school RuneScape. Blue. Oh, see, I missed out on the green one. I forgot to go back and check that. Common flooring. Actually, that matches that walls, like the base color of the wall. Oddly enough. No, that's no. That's a lot going on. But if you do invite me, I've been playing off and on for a while. Okay, that sounds like a plan. I don't know when we'll get to it because I feel like I've got all these plans in my brain of what I want to do. I just don't know when. I just don't know the when and wherefore art thou, Romeo. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna put this up here. Get a little diffuser. And actually, the Go board, I think we're gonna put the Go board downstairs. Store. No, store. Yes. Look at that, that's so cute. Even for not having stuff, like that's cute. You did get that bear. I did. And I've got this bear, the big one. Okay, I need to go the right direction. This big one, the little guy with the flowers. I like that. I like it a lot. I like the blue one. Me too. It's pretty. So pretty. I was gonna take the mirror up there. And then let's also take these off the wall. Wait, wrong thing. Gotta learn my things. That stuff can stay there, I think. Let me move this to like right over here for when we walk in. Okay. That's about all we can do in there. Not much going on, but I remember my friend who passed away in middle school, and I would load into RuneScape in our last class for the day and wait for it to load, and the school computers were so bad that like the last 5 minutes of class it would be ready to play. Yeah, oh, and then by then you don't have much time to do anything. Oh, that's a good memory though. That is a good memory. Okay, we'll put the mirror. Is it in my pocket? No, it's in storage. Um, mirror, mirror, mirror. Am I blind? Did I pick it up? Was it in my pocket? It's right here. Well, oh, we could customize this too. Actually, let's customize this. Customize these things. Okay, let's customize this actually. We'll make it match the wardrobe. I about need some more water actually. Feel like my voice is going out a little bit. Customize. Okay, so that was the dark wood. Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you, little table. Little tablet. Also, Olivia, if I do that, I will probably hit you up because there is a quest too that I think that you have to do with another person if I remember that correctly. So I will probably actually need help in that game. Perf. That's cute. Stop it. And that wood goes well with the floor and the walls. I kind of like it. I like it. That's so cute. You'll level up then. Heck yes. In the one that I already have, I have like rune armor and stuff already. Oh my goodness, stop twisting my arm. Okay, you don't have to beg. Like, okay, gosh. Okay, let's look over here. Kind of collect things, mostly looking for our daily DIY. And then we will talk to Mr. Tom Nook. I think we're gonna have to get more decorations out and about to be able to get more people. I'm not really sure. Or plant trees or something. I don't know who I need to talk to. I'll talk to both. I'll talk to Isabel and Tom Nook. The way I just want to call her Annabelle so bad. Yeah. Oh, she's a normal too. She's so cute. I love her. I'm in love with her. Stop. Okay. Nope, not home. Not home. There's a fossil over here. We're also going to want to skip ahead to tonight and do some wishing. I don't know what time that happens, if it like happens at a specific time or if it's like just all through the night too. Um, actually, let's go up. We go up. We go up, 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 go up. NCT. NCT Dream, I think, if anybody's wondering. I sang it so well, I know you thought it was original, but like, it's not. Gotta give credit where credit's due. Well, I didn't mean to pick those. Crazy. Crazy girl. Look at all these weeds. We are gonna have to get to the point where we start grinding, like fishing and stuff. I'm not fish. Well, I think I fished, like, I got like a couple fish. That's it though. We haven't fished or went sea diving, creature diving, sea creature diving. I just heard Thighs laugh, which is hilarious because we're behind many closed doors. She gets so happy. Happy little bug. They're gonna tell me probably that there's too many weeds on the island. Too many weeds. It's ugly here. I think one thing too is we have to have a certain amount of flowers planted. Ooh, okay, cool. We're about to have some money. Look at these. Look at these. Okay, so we're just waiting on these 3 trees and this one and this one. So 5 trees. Waiting on 5 trees to grow. Look at these cherries. They look so scrumptious. I'm very glad that we were able to get the different fruits so fast because it does come in handy for trying to make a lot of money as well. Those fruits tend to sell for a lot more. In the coconuts. There's a Gifty. Oh no, don't go. Don't get away from me, Gifty. Oh, I almost thought I didn't have that for a second. What do we get? A business suit coat. Ah, that's actually cute. Stop it. Stop. She looks cute like that. We're gonna wear that for a little bit. I might try to plant more coconuts. I don't know. Because, like, I feel like maybe I want one here. Plants. And then I think I want one, like, in this corner. I'll check the other side, too, because I feel like we kind of... I feel like I kind of skimped over there. Okay, I guess I have a new character in the past because I just died to a frog. Oh! See, a bridge would go great right here. But I wanted one back there to be closer to things. I think if I started streaming it too, though, I would definitely start over. I'd have to give up on my Runama. Oh my good Ama. Wait, is she here again? Didn't live this day already, did we? Sure, what's up? Oh, okay, so she's asking us about opening already. She's chatting with Tom Nook. Okay, so she's asking me to find the location. Yes, I will love to scout a location for you. Okay, so this side was where I was gonna have all the like non-residential things. So I kind of, oh, thank you for the posture check. Let me scoot up a little so that I stay upright. There we go. There we go. Much good. Thank you. I tend to start creeping my face closer to the screen. Okay. Well, okay. I guess we were wanting to pick that up anyway. Okay, I think we'll put it literally right here. I want to imagine it. Yes, I believe this is a good spot. Hell yeah. Okay. And then we will chop this tree down so it's not in the way. She was only here twice. I guess it goes by what you buy, though. Like how much, maybe? Look at my girl. She's all business. Let's assess our fossils. And then we'll go into Nook's Cranny and sell some stuff. Trying to get some of these weeds, dang it. I feel like some of this has got to count for when we're able to invite more people to live on the island. Some of it has to. Wake up, brothers! Assess me some fossils. Yay! I hope you take them all. Hope all three of them. Make donation. Or we can sell them. 2 of the 3. Okay. I'll take it. No need to pull them out. He'll get them right out of my pants for me. Not creepy at all. Not creepy. Okay. Nook Marsh. Sell some shit. Also, we probably should buy some flowers because I think they're gonna bitch at me that I don't have enough flowers planted. Sup? Sup, Tommy and Timmy? Okay. Yes. I want to check those on the other side. Perf. That was a lot. 21K. Hell yeah, baby. Again. Now let's buy out their whole store. Maybe not that little kid's chair. I think it says happy on it with a little hamster. I don't know. We'll see. What that is? A little teddy bear? I'm not gonna buy it. I don't think I want to buy that, chat. Okay. What's we got here? Ew? I think no. Maybe. Also, here's a less pink version of that same wallpaper we just put in our room. And ain't no way I'm getting any of that flooring. The first one we already had, and it's not too bad, but oh shit, I forgot we were gonna buy flowers. That's okay. We'll see what they say first. I'm thinking that's what we're gonna need to do. Flowers and decorate out and about, I think. Let's go here first. Let's shop first and then we'll look at Nook Miles. I think we already have this, but I don't know if we have the white planter or if we had a different planter. I don't know that I want the outdoor table either. Okay, we want this. Let's look at this. Let's see what planter we got. Ah, where was it? Floating by. Yeah, okay, so we got the white one. So we don't need that again. Ooh, a tarot reading redemption. Hey! Okay, we'll sign off of this. Let me pull up my just chatting screen. And let me mute Animal Crossing. Yes, for the hype. Yes. Okay. So let me see. I just realized how these things work. I'm ready. Okay. Let me see. I got 3 decks. Ooh, I think we're gonna do the Gilded on you. That one's really staring me down. So, this is the deck that we are going to use for you. It is a 1-card pull. However, if I feel called to pull more, I will. Um, it is a general kind of reading, so it won't tell you necessarily anything specific. I do want to preface with tarot is a tool. It is not a fortune telling thing, as some people do think that it is. It can have predictive outcomes. However, this might be really loud to you guys. Hold on. Let me. It's not too bad, I don't think. Um, However, it is more of a tool to help you with your inner knowing. So like what your subconscious knows and the advice that maybe your subconscious is trying to tell you. At least that's how I interpret tarot. Some people might tell you a little bit differently. Overall, just know it's not fortune telling. That's the biggest thing. So we will get 1 card here. Oh, ooh, okay. I'm gonna need more on that. So we're gonna get more than 1 card. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do 3 for you. Looks like you got some anxiety hanging out around you. Oh, okay, I guess 4 because another one fell. Um, I wasn't planning on that. It just kind of happened. Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay, so the first card, anxiety is right. Okay, so and I can kind of help you with looking at the cards as well. So, first card, if I can hold it right, is the Seven of Swords. So you can kind of see in this card that there is a gentleman who is gathering a bunch of swords. In this card, he is generally depicted as like stealing these swords, kind of being stealthy. Um, what I gather from this for you, though, is a slightly different. I do a little bit of intuitive reading and not just straight from the cards because I don't think that every time going right from the cards is really going to tell you a whole lot. So, um, also there's a kitty cat. I don't know if a kitty cat is significant to you to maybe give you any kind of significance of this reading, but there is a um are they Siamese, I think? I think that's a Siamese cat where they have like the darker face and like the um like tan body. I do love kittens. Oh, okay. So, as far as this card goes, your swords tend to mean anxieties, tend to be in that realm of things. Um, let me think. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. It seems more so like you're hoarding your anxieties in life. You're kind of internalizing a lot of things, having a hard time almost expressing what you're feeling to those around you, almost feeling um like your emotions are a little bit burdensome. Um yeah, I would say that's more of what you're feeling, kind of what you need to do. You got another sword in the reading. Um, this is the Four of Swords. This is the rest and recovery card. So, what you need to do is kind of take some introspection, take some rest and recovery. Um, I'm hearing to kind of lean on those that you love a little bit. That's not what the card means or anything. That's just kind of what came up for me. Um, yeah, definitely take the rest that your body is telling you to get. You can't hold on to all those anxieties and it not necessarily kind of force you to have that rest and recovery. So take it before your body forces you to take it, if that makes sense. Um, Also, I don't know too much about you, but you've got these two that kind of just jumped out on their own. You've got the king and the queen of pentacles. Pentacles generally rule like your finances and that kind of thing, but also it could just be that I don't know what your like astrological sign is, but generally have to do with somebody that is an earth sign. Typically your kings and queens are somebody in your life or an aspect of yourself. You are a Leo, so a Leo is an earth sign. Um, so with that being said, I wonder what your big three is. Do you know what your big three is? Like your sun, moon, and rising? Because I think this is telling you to go to more of your grounded roots and focus on your life there. I think the queen here, August 1st is your birthday. It's so you would have to go and do some kind of like natal chart thing where you put in like the time you were born and where you were born and everything to get that information. If you are interested in that, there is an app called CoStar that is free. um, that tells you if you know that information, it does tell you what your big three are and kind of gives you a breakdown of some of that. So that is an option if you're interested. That's just kind of a sidebar there. But anyway, in your reading, I do believe that this queen represents you in the reading. It is saying to take more of your feminine side, that time to nurture, grounding, that kind of thing. But also, you've got a king of pentacles in your life. I didn't mean to say it like that, but maybe I did. I was going to say that you need to lean on the masculine energy in your life that you produce yourself also. So kind of finding that balance between the masculine and feminine, to be able to take that groundedness, that rest and recovery route. But also, because I misspoke, I feel like nothing is a coincidence. There probably is a masculine energy in your life. And by the way, masculine and feminine, is genderless, so it could be man or woman. It's just the type of energy that it gives. Your masculine energy is more of like the gung ho type, and the feminine energy is more of the like setback, um, and resonate with things and like take that healing path. So, don't be afraid to lean on that masculine in your life. They could be the one to help ground you, because they are also the pentacles. And this is like a divine pair too, some people say. But since they are matching, I tend to think that's more of like your own energies as opposed to somebody else, and you finding the balance. But yeah, I love it. That would be my husband. I don't like burdening people with my anxieties and problems, so I think that's insanely fitting. It definitely is. So it seems like your subconscious is telling you that you need to let go of that a little bit, take some time to rest, and definitely like that's what your husband is there for, is to kind of lean on a little bit and find that communication between you two that works best, to where you don't feel like you're burdening him, but also, again, that's what your husband's there for, is to kind of help you through some of that stuff too. So find your balance in approaching even the communication if that makes you feel less burdensome to him. I don't feel like he probably feels like you're burdening him, but even if how you go about it, you feel like you're burdening him, maybe his responses make you feel like that too. So definitely take a look at your communication between each other as well. Um, not I'm That's more of just a random advice kind of thing. Um, yeah. I think of that because my sister is a very anxious person, and the way that she communicates with her husband is like the biggest thing when it comes to both of their anxieties, and how they talk to each other and how each responds to one another is huge for how they feel after the conversation is said and done, on if they feel like they were a burden in that moment, or if that person is mad, or vice versa. So that's why I say that, not necessarily that the cards are telling me that. Um, but yeah, I love this. I also checked out the app. It says Leo Moon, Libra Rising, in Leo Sun. Okay, so you're a Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and a Libra Rising. Libra is air, which also could be part of this. Your swords are the element air. So you need to lean on your Libra side a little bit. Libras tend to be, any air sign tends to be a more go with the flow type of person. Um, they don't tend to they don't tend to hold back either. So lean more into your Libra side of your rising sign. They say that your rising sign tends to be like the personality that people see from you. Um, but I do also feel like your Leo is, well, I don't think that people, and maybe they do. I don't feel like people are like, yeah, Leo is generally like a stubborn one. To me, when it comes to somebody that is like a Leo sun and or moon, they tend to hide their feelings because of um I don't know, I feel like they almost have this feeling of pressure, some kind of outside pressure of having to seem like they have everything together or like seem some kind of certain way that they have told themselves is okay for others to see them as, if that makes any sense. So, definitely with that Libra rising, lean into that a little bit and kind of go more with the flow and open up a little bit on those emotions and don't be afraid to let especially your husband kind of see all sides of you, even if it's a little nerve-wracking and you think that you're burdening him. Maybe have that as a conversation and be like, so I need to get this XYZ off of my chest. I feel really anxious about it, but I don't want to burden you. Can we like discuss this in any kind of way that like I'm not burdening you? I don't want to be a burden. So I think if you kind of go about it that way, like you'll be pretty good. You're the coolest. Thanks for doing this for me. Of course, no problem. I love reading tarot and I love doing it intuitively because I feel like I can pull a lot more from just I don't know. I don't know. It almost feels like somebody's telling me to say things sometimes and that kind of makes me sound crazy, I guess, but things just pop into my head and I don't ever foresee like that's not a coincidence to me. So, I love it. I love it. So, anyway, I hope that resonated and helped, and that your subconscious gave you a little bit of insight there. So, very good. Very good. Okay. Back to it then. You crazy? Nah, exactly. Who's crazy here, man? Who's crazy? It did. I loved it. And now I can check out this cool new app. Exactly. Exactly. Um, we can also, I'll put my info for mine in Discord at some point because we can also kind of all connect there and see each other's stuff if we want. So, if you're interested, I'll look at I might add a new channel in Discord too, like a witchy tarot channel or something. And we can all share that stuff too if we would like. I will go ahead and put the Discord in chat. I know most of you guys are already in there, but if anybody is not and would like to join the Discord, please feel free to do so. We would love to have you. Okay. Oh, this was an extra slot and I wasted money, I think, because we don't even have that yet. I do want this lattice fence. I didn't check out what color like our stuff is though. Red? Is it all red? Green? Okay, cool. That looks like cotton. Oh, nice. That's slick. Slick. Slick gray. Ooh, and a white telephone book. Stop. That's cute. We can probably go ahead and get some of this stuff, right? Like, why not, you know? I do want that lattice fencing, though. I think we're gonna go with that first. Because I think when I do everybody's houses... Wait. Lattice fence. When I do everybody's houses, I think I'm gonna put some of that around. And, like, section everybody off almost in their own little, like, plot. Like you would basically have in, like, in a blah, 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 like a newly built neighborhood. Okay, new eye colors, hip reactions. What's the pro decorating license? We're gonna redeem it. I don't know what it is, but will it tell us? Huh, okay. Totally makes sense. Okay. I got my pro decorating license now. I can use accent walls and ceiling items to realize my vision. Okay. Slay Queen. Okay. Chopping wood, watering. Oh, stop. I needed to talk to them, actually. Oopsie. Oopsie poopsie. Okay, wait. Go back in. So sorry. So sorry. Okay, let's talk to Tom Nook first. See if he gives us any information. What should I do about my home? Let's talk infrastructure. No. Let's see what we should do. Oh, no, we already heard that. Okay, so he said more people coming. Yes. Increase the number of tourists by adding a campsite. A campsite will make... Okay, so we did need to talk to him. I'll probably put the campsite where we had the old, where we had the old, or where we did have the fruit trees. We'll switch that up. Okay, so let's see what we need to maybe make that. 15 wood, softwood, hardwood, and nuggets. Okay, so we do need to chop trees. Running around like a maniac with the next. Yeah. Give me. Have I hit all rocks today? We are booking it on this, bro. It's been like a week, I think. A little over a week in game. And we are totes rocking and rolling. Oh, money. $10,000. Okay, let's dig this puppy up. And we put away, and then we bury this one. And then we take it to the rest of the trees. Okay. And we'll just chop on some trees as as we go. A swing and a miss! Just like in football. Dude, that was so funny. I can't. Use. Yes, the classic making a basket on a football diamond. Exactly. Exactly. I love when teams make the baskets on the football diamonds. Gets me so pumped up, so excited. Let's go. I have some wood back at our casa, but I want to make sure we're still getting resources for the future of things as well. Look, they're talking. They're so cute. Want to try this magazine quiz I saw? Where do you see yourself in a few years, Blurb? Duh, like that's some big mystery? I'm going totes big time. The kind of pop star who's everywhere you look. Oh, I'd be so happy for you, and I could tell folks I knew you when. Wait, will you still talk to me even when you're a wonderful or a world famous pop star, Blue Bear? Listen, I read what I want to read sometimes. Well, that might not be up to me, you know. I'd be out there living that life. It might get crazy, but don't worry. You know I could never forget you, Marina. Oh. What if you just tried getting famous here on our island? That way you might have more time for friends. Excuse you? Oh, she got real mad. Oh, she pissed her off. She done did piss her off. Oh, oh, no. Green. I forgot what each color meant already. It's fine. Green board. Let's go. Oh, no. I want this. Eyeballs itchy. Okay. Meow, meow. Is that a fossil I see? Okay, so yes, we will put the campsite like right there. I'm gonna go plant this money tree. Drama on the island, yes. They really got into it. Crazy. You know what? I'm on Bluebear's side though, because like wish your friends the best, babe. Thank you for the hydrate, Akigo. And that was the end of it. There is no more hydrate. Oops, poopsie. I'll have to go get some more here after bed. But yeah, hype up your friends, girl. You can be a superstar. Okay. Now I think we are caught up with the money trees, and there's only 3 that we need to catch up on the fruits, sis. Okay, so let's go to our casa and try to make the camping tent. And it might take a day to make. I was gonna say we could probably take all the camping stuff there, but I don't know if it. You can hang a different type of wallpaper on one of the walls in the room to create an accent wall. While in decorating mode, then select the wallpaper, press X to set up the accent wall. Okay. You can hang lighting fixtures and other items from a room's ceiling. While in decorating mode, use the plus button to swap modes and you can edit ceiling fixtures. Hi. Let's craft. What am I missing? Regular wood, softwood, and iron nuggets. I think I got all that in our regular wood, softwood, iron nuggets. Almost said nuggies and nuggets at the same time. Crazy. Woohoo! All done for now. Nice. Okay. Empty our pockets back a bit. Oh, yeah, and I need to register our music. We have like all these knickknacks, but nothing to put our knickknacks on. Makes me sad. Oh, I was like, we didn't re-buy that, did we? We already had that t-shirt. Okay, let's register our music. Confirm that shit. We're gonna keep it on that. All right. To the camping spot. I think I'm gonna put it in this little crevice. I need to rethink it because we're gonna push it up against the cliffs in the way. I think it'll fit right here if we let it fit. Yes. Perfect. The little buggy's gonna get squished. Yes. Okay. Let's chop this tree. Listen, let's chop this tree. Actually, let's move this tree. I'm gonna eat a coconut. Eat. And we're gonna move this puppy to over here. Down from here. Nope, stop it. Nice. Okay. Picasso. Alrighty, folks. I think that's all I have in me for tonight. I'm getting pretty tired. And I have got to get up at like 5 a.m. tomorrow to get to my imaging on time. Okay, so we will start. Let's see what Rocket wants real quick. Okay, yeah, talk to me. Yep, give me that, girl. All right. We are actually going to start on the same day next time because there was going to be shooting stars. So we want to start maybe not the same time, but the same day, but at night. So September 14th at night for shooting stars. Okay. So that is notated. No, I'm sorry. I gotta go to Orlando for my imaging. So that is a good hour trip away. So I gotta get up early for that. And I'm tired. Tired, y'all. I had to get up today and work so that I could have off tomorrow and not use up a bunch of PTO. So anyway, oh, actually, I think I took PTO for tomorrow and then I'm flexing for Thursday. Not that it matters, but anyway. Thank you for the hand heart space, baby. I appreciate it. But I will actually, if I get any news tomorrow or anything, I'll let you guys know in Discord since I have been kind of keeping you guys up there. Um, but other than that, I will be streaming again on Tuesday. I'll put out my schedule and we'll probably do some more Animal Crossing. And then we'll go from there. But it will be at 6 p.m. We're gonna start later from now on. Just that gives me more time for food and to figure stuff out after work. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me because you could hang out with anybody, but you just hang out with me. And thank you for all the new subs today as well. You guys have a wonderful evening and a good night. And happy time zone, actually. I don't know where everybody is, but uh, I will see you guys on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Bye. Have a good night. Bye.